All right, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us on Valley News Now. We have a special update here. Harrison Prey about to join us in studio for a bizarre encounter he had in downtown Fargo this afternoon. This was very recent, and so yeah, let's bring Harrison in here now. Harrison, let's, I guess, first talk about what your story was today, kind of what the plan was for your day as a whole, what the story you were pursuing.
Yeah, so the story today, I was going to go over to the Wasabi Poke-In restaurant because their owner, Maya Perleberg, she put out a Facebook post saying that she was wanting to hold this customer accountable, and because she didn't pay her bill, which was $130.33. I have it here.
It's a big bill.
It's a big bill. And that was something that she wanted to put out to the public because she also wanted to help other restaurants in the area as well. Like, hey, if you can try and find people that don't pay their bill, like hop on it right away. And so I was just going over there to interview her on her spreading the message and just how to handle these types of situations. That was the plan going into today.
And as we're about to see here, they spotted the alleged dine-and-dasher very close by.
Hilarious. It's so funny.
She's the one dancing.
Yes. Gotta be you that get this kid done. Thank you. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here.
We'll get to that in a second. So we saw in there that you guys spot her across Broadway Square dancing on this stage. Kind of what was that interim time like? We saw that police did show up, but what was the reaction there when you see her over on Broadway Square?
It took me by complete shock because I was thinking going into this, I'm just going to be talking to the owner and she's going to talk about this customer that she'd only seen a couple days ago, happened on September 15th. And lo and behold, as the owner drives in, she looks behind her and she sees the customer that didn't pay the bill. And that was just an aha moment because it was like, oh my God, this is the woman who didn't pay the bill.
Right.
And I can actually go ahead and call the cops and get this thing figured out.
So now we have a kind of a very quickly developing situation here where the cops were called. And Harrison, credit to you. You keep rolling through here. This is the interaction now coming up with the alleged dine-and-dasher, the restaurant owner, and Fargo police.
Like I said, they just said that you had walked out.
I'm a songwriter as well. I do TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys don't feel like 100% that.
Yes, I have all the video of you on TikTok.
Okay.
And then I did post on Instagram and stuff, and then she do TikTok and everything, and that's the same dress. And she also have done that rose wine and Denny at my restaurant at the same time in 3 days. In 1 day in 3 restaurants.
Okay.
I've never seen anything like that. Not while for the subject in a story you're doing on a crime involving a restaurant in our area, for them to just kind of show up there. Kind of what were the next steps after that? What did the police do at that point? And we'll probably, just a heads up for you, we're going to play some of this video with no sound as we continue to explain what happened.
Yeah. So the next steps were just the officers communicating with the customer who didn't pay, like just saying, hey, you didn't pay. Since you didn't pay, it's going to go through the judicial process. Just a heads up. And she said that that she doesn't get paid until Friday, so that's when she will pay it.
Oh, okay.
The officer said, if I told, she eventually said, just so you're aware, this is going to be going to the courts. And then the woman said, well, I told the owner I'm going to pay it on Friday. And then the second officer came by and was just saying, that's not how it works. And she said, well, I couldn't. And then another officer basically said, you shouldn't have gone then. You got to pay it at the time of the service.
Wow. So, kind of what are kind of the next steps with this one now? Where does everybody go from here?
Well, her name is gonna go through the courts, and the officer also said if she appears on that property within a year, she will get arrested. So he made that very clear.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's really just her having to pay it or through the courts, and yeah, so it was bizarre because she just embraced it. She didn't shy away from the camera whatsoever. You can clearly see it right now. She said that she was a performer and she does TikToks, and that was all caught on camera. The interaction between her and the officer. And then a second officer came by, but yeah, the next steps really are for her to pay it. But yeah, her name's gonna come up through the courts, and this is all everything that the officers had told her.
It seemed very fortunate too that the owner that they had all of this on on their phone there, and were able to show the police as it happened, or as the like, yes, this is the proof that we have, and so it got resolved very quickly. Harrison, is this how you imagined your day going so far?
Not at all, Devin. Not at all, Devin. As you can imagine, I was just expecting to interview the owner and get her side of it. Obviously, spread the message of trying to catch people that don't pay their bills, which is, that's something that's expected. But I guess here and there you get some people that, for whatever reason don't pay. And the last thing I thought was this person that didn't pay her bill is going to be showing up here, and I'm going to be, following the owner and the cops catch this woman.
Yeah.
It was definitely shocking, and I'll never forget this one. That's for sure.
No,
Devin.
no, you definitely won't. This is very rare. So good find, Harrison, and good work continuing to shoot it. Good job on this. A rare situation where we get police interaction with a suspect and something like this right on camera. So Harrison, thank you. Good work today, and you stay tuned.
Pleasure.
Harrison's going to have a lot more tonight on this incident. We're going to have a lot more coming up tonight on Valley News Live. Be sure to stay tuned. But for now, Devin Fry, Valley News Now.